Yes. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Fowler's Shed, otherwise known as my studio, where music is made and music is destroyed. I try to do both as much as possible. I try to make my own music and I try to destroy your music with terrible advice. I'm just joking. Okay, cool. If you want to take part in the next week's stream and have your tracks heard, go to my Discord server, discord.gg/FWLR music. And you can follow the instructions there and post your music, and we'll have a listen and give you our thoughts. Cool. Thoughts, THOUGHTS, not THOTS. Just wanted to make sure we're clear on that. Let's go to FL Studio and have a listen to what you guys have been working on this week. Okay, first up, we got Zizigigi, Maximus, which is kind of ironic considering you're not making the Maximus of the headroom, so we'll fix that real quick. All right, let's have a listen to what you have done. Okay, this is I don't know. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I love a lot of things about it. The bass is really, really loud. Like I pulled almost 6 dB out of the sub range and it still was kind of too loud. And it kind of feels mono. There's a lot of mono stuff happening. But it could just be that like bass is so loud and it is mono, so it's making the whole track kind of feel mono. And then there's this thing over on the left side that's like just doing its thing. I don't know. I feel like it kind of goes hard, but and it's raw and it's kind of punk rock in the production sound because it's very raw. But the bass is too loud. It's feeling a little too mono, but it's pretty bad. It's a badass beat. It's a badass beat. It's just maybe it needs a little bit of refinement. Yeah, there's lots of cool shit happening, but that bass is so loud. It's just covering everything up. And I really hope that the lyrics are Cowabunga Ninja Party. I don't know if that's what the lyrics are, but I am going to believe that that's what they're called. Cowabunga Ninja Party, Cowabunga Ninja Party. I don't know. I love the words if that's what the words are. Turn the bass down. expand into the stereo space a little bit more, and not by sending tracks to just like the left hand side. That's a little weird to me. I think it just needs to be spaced into the stereo a little bit more. But really the biggest thing is just get that bass down a little bit lower so that we can enjoy the other parts of the song, because there's lots of cool shit happening, but all I'm hearing is the bass. Cool. All right, thanks for sending. That was fun, and I enjoyed it. If I had a Honda Civic with a subwoofer, I would play it in that car, but I don't. Okay, we've got Swiss Cheese, Waiting, V3, The Seasons EP. Holy shit, that all rhymes. Swiss Cheese, Waiting, V3, The Seasons EP. Okay, melodically, this is really good. I enjoy the chords. I enjoy the way the melody is playing off of the chord changes and stuff. It sounds really nice and pretty. I feel like when these drums come in, that ride cymbal is like, it's going a little too hard, I think. I don't know, it just kind of stuck out to me. The drums are like really going hard here. And then this kind of section here is a bit of a mess arrangement wise. Like, I don't know if this is necessary. This section, you might be able to just go from here right into and that lead sound maybe leaves a little bit to be desired. It's I don't know. I think any sound might be better than that one. I like what it's doing, and I like the notes, and the melody is great, but the sound of it is just kind of nasally. And kind of arrangement wise, unless there's going to be vocals or something, I mean, we're almost 2 minutes in and I feel like we're still building up to something. Yeah, I think my biggest concern, I mean, when it dropped here, there wasn't really much sub bass. Like the kick was very like slapping me in the face, but there wasn't a whole lot of bottom end to the bass in between those slappy kicks. Like it was like a super electro kick. but it didn't have the sub bass in between the kick hits. I'm not quite sure. It feels like maybe you don't have a dedicated sub bass or something, so that might be something to look into. I don't know if this is a remake or not. People are talking about remakes. I don't know, whatever. Cool. I'm confused because like here there kind of sounds like there is sub bass, right? But at the start of this drop, what's going on there? Like we have thick sub bass in this drop, but at the start of this drop we do not. People can submit whatever they want. If they want to submit themselves reading a magazine, I'll critique the microphone that they used. Musically, this track is very good. I feel like you could do better on the lead synth, making it sound a little bit more pleasing and not quite so nasally and congested. Check out your sub range. Make sure that you got a very solid sub range, because the sub range is the foundation that the rest of the track is built on. So if you don't have that dialed in, then the rest of the track is gonna not be good. That was probably not the best way I could have worded that, but that's how I worded it. All right, cool. Thanks for sending it in. I appreciate the rhyming of all the words. That was fun. Cool. Moving on. We got, oh damn, look at this thing. This looks like a, you know what? It looks like a barbed fitting, like a brass barbed fitting that you would like slide a hose over top of. Let's have a listen. This is super dope. It sounds really cool. It's very mono. I'm not sure why this is doing this ramped thing. It's probably because you're like filtering that thing down as you're moving to the next section. But it is very mono. Everything feels like it almost sounds like the track was made completely mono, and then you just added some like reverb to stuff to kind of try and spread it out. Because if you look at this right here, you can tell it's like straight up and down, you know? It's very, and the problem with that is you need stuff in the center for sure, but you're wasting all of this potential free real estate on the sides where you can place things and they're not fighting as much. So we have the kick and the snare down the center for sure, but then we have the lead and the bass and the percussion and everything. It's all piled on top of each other in this one little area, besides what I think is just the reverb spreading it out. So yeah, I think trying to find ways, whether it's using unison or layering multiple synths doing the same sort of thing, or I'm not quite sure. There's many ways to skin that cat, but to try and expand the track into this other dimension so that things aren't just piled on top of each other as much. In fact, like the widest thing sounds like the clap, or like there's like this like percussion like upbeat thing. Those are like on the sides, and then the leads and stuff. Yeah. Wait, are the leads and bass not supposed? Yeah, the leads and bass are supposed to be, there's no real rules, but typically you would have the bass in the center for sure, at least focused in the center. You would have the lead focused in the center, but that doesn't mean that they can't be wide. It doesn't mean they can't expand into the stereo field, right? Especially, let me hear the bass again. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of elements here to spread out. Maybe that's the thing that I'm struggling with. You might have to make a layer, like a new base layer on top of that's wide or something. But when you look at the phase diagram vector scope, and let's just compare it to I don't know, like let me hold on. Not to say that my tracks are the best in the world, but if we compare it to, let's listen to this real quick and look. I guess it's kind of a bad, I just started this, so maybe this is a bad example because it's kind of straight up the middle too. Okay, anyway, it's not like a golden rule that you need to expand out into the stereo, all the way and stuff like that. I just found that everything kind of sounded like it was in the center, and that's why I pulled up this imager thing so that I could verify that. I don't know, it's a really cool track. I just think if you could figure out a way to make better use of the stereo field, it would be better. Cool. All right. Thank you for sending. We're gonna move on. We got 720. Whoa. Okay, here we go.
What do you think I was born yesterday? Aw, shit.
Okay, so I think you sent this one last week as well. I don't remember what my feedback was on it. Right now, my biggest problem is just that there's this, like, the sound design is cool, but it's creating a lot of the harsh this area. See, like, I've pulled almost 7 dB out of that range, and it almost sounds better. And that's a drastic change, like to pull 7 dB just out of that. And I think it's not great to do it in the master because, like, your snare, your kicks and stuff like that, they don't need to have that cut out. It's mostly the sound design basses, the top basses. Especially this one. Besides that, it's cool. It's a cool drop. You need to make it into a song. I would prioritize making it into a song even over top of fixing this harshness. Although the harshness might be as simple as just kind of scooping some of those top high mid frequencies out of your bass sounds. That might be all it needs. But make it a song, because I know you sent it last week and I think it was the same length, and you sent it this week and it's the same length. So next week it better not be the same length. That's all I'm saying. All right, thank you. Moving on. Rej Send, I don't know how to say that. Victor Minsky, I don't know how to say that. Blue Knight, I don't know how to say that. Here we go. Wait, Blue Knight, like Blue Nui? The real OGs will know what I'm talking about. Here we go. This is so good and smooth. I don't know. I'm gonna have a hard time critiquing this one because it sounds so good. Oh God, listen to this tasty piano. Man, that's really good. I don't know what to say, except my only one thought is right at the end. At the very end, if it went or like it oh, I just noticed that this is what? Oh, there we go. At the very end, if it reiterated that like the little motif that's going. I don't know if it's in the bass or. Yeah, I think if the ending just had like if it just went a little bit long, because you're not even 2.5 minutes, right? I'm not suggesting extending the track a whole lot. I just mean like, you know, if it ended with this sort of thing. You know, maybe it like filtered out, maybe it like low pass or got more and more lo-fi and just kind of fizzled out of existence. That's pretty much it, man. Other than that, you guys did a really good job. This is dope. And I have zero concerns about the way it sounds. It sounds great. Great performance, great mix, very cool music. Very cool music. All right. Thank you for sending. That was an easy one. Moving on, we got Amnesia, or as I like to call them, Amne5IA. Save Me.
Here in the darkness, I'm breaking free. There's only hope that waits for me. Don't need to change it for clarity. I know what I want, where I am, what I need. So clear in the distance, it's easy to reach. I feel no resistance, gonna breathe it in. It's coming together, it's all in my hands. I know the sign.
Okay, this is very cool. What's up, Westbrook? There's something odd about the kick drum. Is it playing the wrong note or something? Or maybe, okay, maybe it's not the kick drum because I can hear it right here. Feel that rumble dissonance? It's almost like there's like two bass notes happening at the same time. I don't know if it's maybe the delay. And if it is the delay, you could just high pass the delayed signal, like take the delayed signal and high pass it. But hear it every once in a while. There's like this, like it's like. Let's see if I tune it up. I don't know. It might make it a little easier to hear what I'm talking about. Oh, well, maybe not. Never mind, that was a failed attempt. Yeah, there's some dissonance happening, and maybe that was making me feel like there was something wrong with the kick drum, because I immediately kind of thought, oh, maybe the kick drum's not tuned to the right key, and these kind of kicks in this kind of track kind of have to be, because they provide almost like the downbeat bass note every time. Vroom, vroom, vroom. But I think it has to do with... I don't know. There's some dissonance happening in the basses. If there's more than one bass, maybe they're not playing the right notes all the time. It's very, like, it's good. It's a very good trance track. No, I think the kick is playing the right note. I'm pretty sure it's either the delay or it's the, or there's more than one bass. Like right here, what note is this? You can't tell me what note this is. Don't tell me you can tell me. You can't tell me. Find your love here. Oh my God. That's so nice of them. Yeah, I think if you can solve that sub range, that's the way to do it. Yeah, like right here. Feel how good and solid that bass is? But then it kind of gets wobbly and wibbly and wobbly as well, and also wibbly. So maybe figure out what's going on in the bottom end. That's my only real concern with this track. The vocals could maybe be de-essed a little bit. There were some moments where the S's were a bit sharp, but the biggest thing is get that sub range nice and solid. Actually, before we move on, let's solo that sub range and just have a listen. Like I can hear a lot of the notes I can hear, but every once in a while there'll be this weird blah, blah, and it's not a clear note. Wobble-dee, wobble-dee, wop, wobble, wobbin'. Beats so fat, all of my followers be following. Clean version. All right, Arius, see me. Oh, we had save me. Now we have see me. Okay, so this is This is really cool and unique. However, this frequency range is relentless in its journey to destroying my ears. And the kick drum is not cutting through electric boogaloo. I'm just going to pick a random kick drum. Sure. And we'll slap that and see what happens. Because I think this track could have... Yeah, you can see the side chain, but there's not enough like signal there to justify the side chain. So let's just add a kick. Okay, I think it said it was 160. I don't like fish. I don't like any seafood. What's my favorite item from McDonald's? The apple pie. Oh, maybe it just needs to... Yeah, this already sounds better to me. Because you can almost see where you would expect a peak to be. There's actually a dip in the amplitude because you're doing a big sidechain event, but you're not doing a big sound that is triggering the sidechain event, if that makes sense. So let's just go to my tried and true baby make. Okay, let's try this. I don't know, this isn't a great snare, but... That sounds way better to me. Let's listen to it without these added drums. Yeah, that makes me so excited. It sounds so good with those drums. Like, I will just email you these drums. Give me your pager number and I'll send you an SMS or an MMSMSMS, whatever the multimedia SMS is, and I'll fax you over these samples to put into your track because it needs it. Like, the track is so loud, but the drums are underneath of the track. Now, my next thing is that you are relying so heavily on this. We need a break from it. Like, we got it. We've right from the start. Okay, like, it's cool here. I don't mind having it here, but we've had it all this entire time, and it's a little bit harsh up in that kind of like mid-range area, right? And then we get here. We still are getting bombarded with this, like, it's almost like a gray sound. Like, it's kind of got this, like, rainy day vibe to it or something. Like, this, the sonic elements of it. And it's a bit overwhelming to use it that much and that loud. Yeah, this is dope, but I do think that whale is overstaying its welcome a little bit. Like, it's very good and the beat is very good, especially if you add in bigger drums like that. but the wheel is just, it's just a bit too, you're just using it a bit too much in my opinion. You have to come up with some breakdown section or some other element that we can go back and forth between, so that when you finally give us that whale thing, we're like, yes, we want this, you know? But yeah, send me your landline and I'll fax you these samples. What'd you say? It's that. Okay, very cool. I really like this. This could also use a melody, a lead, a vocal, some vocal chop, something. It could use, you have a nice kind of bed of a track here, but I'm struggling to get the identity of it. You know, it's got a great beat, it's got a great sound, but it doesn't, you know, like I don't know, let's see. 3 oscillator. I'm just playing whatever. I'm just jamming along, but you know what I mean? It could have that lead sound on there or something. But this is a dope start. This has a lot of potential. Get the bigger drums in. I know when you're saying very jazzy, it's because I fucked up and played the wrong notes, and I appreciate that. Okay, cool. Thanks for sending. That was dope. Next we got no. What's up? Moi remix. Let's have a listen.
I cut the roof off that bitch, yeah, pulled up in the driveway, 5 days, I ain't none, I'm dying to see that hiney. She sent me booty pics with winky and a smiley. Before you know the combo got ridiculously spicy. Hey wife, I ain't need a sightsee. Honey, you the apple to my eye and a cherry with some ice cream. Boys, I'm smooth. It was 6 past 6 and she said she need a fix. I'm the man to give you dick. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime.
I'm
What's
like,
up?
ooh, baby, how I'm in your mama's beer and I'm moaning crystal clear, back shots like, ooh, baby, super saiyan from the rear, booty got me shedding tears. Hey, I'll in that bag like 3 milfs coming through with an appetite. They revolving around my dick like a satellite. The return of the mag, that's exactly right.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up?
Shorty came up to me, she said, Gravy, you should hit this. Damn, girl, you got me down with the thickness. Hit my crib, baby, we could get explicit. She want the gravy train, let me get some tickets.
Yeah, you can use me like a condiment. My shit's small, but I make up for it in confidence, baby. All I need is, you know, consonants. Gravy down to 3 girls, yeah, he finally monogamous.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's
Okay, this is fun, and it makes me feel like I'm having fun. It makes me feel like somebody's asking me what's up, and that's nice because they care about what is going on in my life and ask me what's up. I think like what I'd like to hear is maybe one of these sections where it's just like kick, snap, or kick, clap, or snare, or whatever, vocal and bass line. There's like just constantly some stuff kind of going on in the background that's just messying it up.
Says she need a fix. I'm the man to give you dick. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Like maybe not during the what's up part, but
Booty pics with winky and a smiley. Before you know it,
there's like this blunk, 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 plucky thing. I think it'd sound dope. Like the beat's so cool and the bass line's so cool. Fuck it. Just like give us just the beat, the bass line, and the vocals and let us enjoy that.
Exactly right.
what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
I also find sometimes the vocals are a bit pokey in like the low mid range. They're like some of the what's ups. It just sounds like Buddy is like he's hooked directly into my speaker with a microphone and he's saying, "What's up?" It doesn't really sound like it's in the mix.
Exactly right.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Like maybe pull some of the low end out of the vocals and compress it a bit more. But honestly, I think if you, yeah, like Raham said, nice, simple, and effective. I think if you really embrace the simple and effective part of it, like just, I don't know, just strip it back a bit, give us, and also the bass line is maybe a bit sub heavy. Like I can feel the bass line, but I can't really tell exactly what kind of notes you're playing because there's not a whole lot of harmonic content.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? You can call me anytime. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
And maybe stripping some of those other elements out might help that a bit. But yeah, this is really cool and funky. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it.
What you doing with all that ass, girl? 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 What you doing with all that ass? What you doing with all that ass? All that ass, baby. All that fucking ass, bro.
Yeah, that was really cool. Thanks, man. That was fun to listen to. Okay, we got Cat Attack, worst outcome. I am worried. I am worried.
The real reason I didn't tell you is I knew what you did. You blame yourself.
I love the ending. Yeah, this was very cool. As always, it's quite a journey. My first thought is I don't know where these singing voices are coming from, but I like them, and I'm wondering if you could incorporate them. Like, they sounded like they were coming in here, but then the track ended. The other thing is, I don't think this should be slammed, but I do think that it could be louder. Just because I've already normalized it as well, right? So this is not the type of track that needs to be slammed, obviously, but it could. I mean, there's just wasted headroom that's not really doing anything, right? Like, I just grabbed 4.5 dB of headroom with literally nothing, no compromise. Like you can see it's barely even touching the limiter, right? So you could just get, it's like 4.5 dB of gain for free. Yeah, I guess slam it and stance it. That's funny. Yeah, I my only thing is I'd like to hear this make a comeback. Because that's really cool, and the atmosphere is very unique and very it says a lot, you know, without really, I don't know what the words are saying, but like the atmosphere says a lot, and I think if that came back at some point, that'd be sick. Yeah, cool track as always. Thanks for sending, man. Moving on, we got Corrupting the Population. Thing we were paid 50 to make, but never found out what happened to it November 11th. I wonder what 50 what? What 50 kisses? What did you get paid? 50 hugs? 50 rubles? 50 Great British pounds? I don't know. You didn't put a unit in there. And that is, if I've learned anything from high school, it's that there always has to be a unit, and you get yelled at if you don't put units after a number. So I really want to know what you got paid and how, like you got, just let me know. Let me know. You can DM me. Okay, this is cool. The sub range is very loud and overpowering. I feel like I could pull like 6 dB out and it would still be too loud. Like it's like the sub range is very loud. Let's have a look at the spectrum over here. One sec. So your sub bass was at minus 11 dB and your kind of up in the mid range was at like minus 30. And I have this shifted 3 dB per octave. So yeah, it's very, very bass heavy. That would be my first note. And see, if I pull a bunch of sub bass out, all of a sudden we can hear the cool sound design better because it's not getting like stepped on as much by the sub range. Another thing I would do is maybe during some of the parts, like dial back the reverb because everything is just kind of like swimming around in this like vibe pool, you know? And that like lo-fi kind of plucky sound, I think it's doing something really cool, but it's just kind of like it's swimming around in the vibe pool. And that's maybe not the best place for it to be for a track like this. Maybe it could be swimming around in the vibe pool during the breakdown sections, but maybe when it comes to the drop, dry everything out a little bit. Like, I would be interested to see what it sounded like if it was super wet during the breakdowns, but in the drop, there was no reverb whatsoever. Like, zero reverb, you know? It's super cool and super vibey, but I definitely think the sub range needs to be brought down considerably, and just experiment, see what it sounds like if during the drop sections you delete all of the reverbs, you know, mute them, turn them off, turn the mix knob down, whatever, just see what happens. Because I think there's cool stuff in there, but it just needs to come out of the drink for a minute, you know what I mean? But very cool, very dark and vibey, very creepy. I want to hear this. I'm glad I heard that. All right, cool. Thanks for setting, dude. I definitely think you guys should keep going on that one. That was cool. All right, moving on to Edexi, Broken Vault, VIP. I really like that little thing, the you know, the whoa. I love that. This track is dope. It's very loud, and it's very loud for very long. There was some melody, there was some leads happening, but I felt that they were quite buried underneath of the rockin', you know, the track's fucking rocking the whole time. Which kind of gets in the way of me hearing the lead. So maybe turn your mastering off and get the mix and maybe the mix is good underneath the mastering. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that it's like Graham says, it is a bit exhausting because it's very loud. It's all in the entire time. Like maybe even if this breakdown section was a little bit quieter, like in volume. So just to give us a break, and also not just to give us a break, but also so that when it comes back in, it's like, wow, there's an impact there. If you are loud the entire time, even during your breakdowns, then it's not gonna have as much impact when it hits, right? So there has to be some contrast. You have to bring your breakdowns down in, not necessarily volume, but in intensity. Bring your breakdowns down a little bit further so that you can build it back up and hit us with that loudness again. But very cool. It's very, what's it called? Outrun drive, like it's like racing games. Yeah, a lot of really cool stuff in here. I think it's just being pushed a little bit too hard, probably in the master bus, for all of the melodic and the other elements to come through clearly, because we're kind of peeking through this like lens of distortion from the aggressive mastering. Okay, cool. That one was very fun and aggressive and fast, and I feel like I was driving a 1980s Ferrari. Here we go. We got Fihu and Noah dancing Devil in the Night Owl's... Wow! The title, Devil in the Night Owl's Nest? Holy shit, I didn't know you wrote fucking novels for a living.
Something you should know about me. You wanna be misguided by the glitters and bling. They're chasing this other side of me, longing to bring me away back into the dark. I may be gone, just prepare your heart. Shift, clutch, step, turn, drift so hard. I hope you're ready for the second part. You see me as the sunshine, while I hide behind the rain. Look across the window. Let those flashes let you hear me say. An angel in the dark. They help them deserve a place. Something.
Wow. Well, that was something, wasn't it? Yeah, I see my bit rate is not great. What is going on? I upgraded my internets. Hold on. One sec. I do have thoughts, but I want to see if I can get my hotspot working. Oh, shit. One sec. All right. Where's my Wi-Fi's? There we go. Fowler, connect. Okay. Sorry, my bad. I'm just connecting to my, there we go. All right, I'm hotspotting. Hopefully that helps. So my thoughts on this are mostly on the recording of the vocal. The vocal sounds like it was recorded in a kitchen. The performance is great. The mic and, you know, like the overall sound of it is good, but you can really hear the room sound. Especially like here.
Let me say flushes, let the
You know what I mean? Like
those
this room this room sound. That I noticed that, and it adds it subtracts from the quality. That whatever room you're in was not a treated room. You know, I hate to tell you this because the solution is to re-record it, which is never fun. But that's the biggest thing that's holding this back, is that the vocals just they don't sound like they were recorded in a good room.
let those flushes let you hear me say.
You might be able to mask it a little bit. God, I don't want you to do this though. You know, if you put a little bit of actual reverb on it.
Let those flushes let you hear. Let those flushes let you hear me say.
You can maybe mask it a bit, but honestly, the solution is to re-record the vocals in a treated room, so that you have the best possible quality to work with. Once it gets into this, it doesn't really matter as much because like there's so much happening in the production. But when the vocals are just by themselves and it's like a cappella, well, if it's a cappella, the vocals better be damn good, you know?
Let those flushes let you hear me say. Me as the sunshine.
Do not try to denoise it. That's gonna not work. The solution is to re-record it. Like it's just one of those things. I'm not saying it's what you got to do, but the solution to there are ways of de-reverbing it. Like Isotope's RX7 will do that, but it doesn't do a good job and it sounds terrible every time. This track could be so much better if those vocals were just recorded. Like the harmonies and stuff sound good.
Look across the window.
But the main vocal, that sounds like it needs to be redone. The drop's sick, no complaints there. Maybe the fact that it's like a little short. I don't know if it's a whip or what you're on doing. It seems to be a little short. Maybe break down and do one more drop and then we're good. But yeah, the biggest thing is just those vocals. All right, cool. Let's move on. Fihu. Oh wait, I just did that. Fowler. Numb. Oh, okay. Numb Vorticity remix. Cool. Let's hear what that sounds like.
I will stick around for you to play all of my life away. Trigger with your promise.
right, this is cool. I didn't expect that. Very neat. Yeah, this I'm trying to think what my thoughts are. Hold on.
Through 1,000 shades, you had me floating away. I will stick around for you to play. If I stick around,
I feel like maybe the
through 1,000
I feel like maybe the snare is it's kind of subdued or something. Hold on.
through 1,000 shades.
It sounds extremely compressed. Like I'm hearing the snap, but I'm not really hearing the body of it. Same with the kick. The kick and snare sound very compressed. Like they're all transient, you know?
You never stop calling me crazy.
I kind of agree with people in chat. I feel like the track is cool, and I'm not sure. I feel like maybe it would be better if it was just its own track, because it's a very cool track. I really like what's happening musically, production wise, and everything. But in the context of being a remix of Numb, that's where I'm not sure if it fits perfectly. So maybe just try making an original track, because it's very cool. And maybe try to get the main drums a bit more ballsy. You know, right now they're all dick, no balls, you know? And you don't want them to be all balls, no dick. You want a good ratio of dick to balls. So I think that's my main concern. Okay, cool. Thanks for sending. I almost said thanks for calling. I rethink peace signs. Okay, sassy title. Wow.
Not everybody knows how to do everything.
I can't believe my.
Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, your me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace signs. I can't believe my eyes. I feel better when I'm walking. Water.
Okay, this is very cool. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try unplugging my Ethernet and see if it goes to my phone, because I think it's still just using my Ethernet. Man, I wish there was a solution to this. I don't know what it is. That won't. Oh, I'm seeing good speeds now. Never mind. Can anybody hear me? God, I hate this shit. If anybody can hear me, let me know. Okay, thank you. I guess we're back. Poor bitrate. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, let's listen.
Attitude on stack up. Where am I? Had enough. You bitch dogs, you just a run. See your faces on the phone, we gotta run. Looking like you see straight. They gon' make me stay away. I'm up in the woods and the shadows felt like K-Way. Now I feel great. Money coming big, right? So I shut the cave, but the cave. Oh shit. Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, you me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace signs. I can't believe my eyes. Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, your me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace signs. I can't believe my eyes.
What did you mean by that? My thoughts got pushed to the back. Mine was cloaked by black. And I don't have a clue. I don't have a stack. I don't have a mask to light the way, to bite the line and through the pain and agony. Not influenced by tragedy. One half of me is mad at me. What am I to do? What am I to do?
Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, you signs. I can't believe my one more time. Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream you're me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace signs. I can't believe my eyes.
So this is very cool. This is exactly what I would expect from Jacob. It's cool to see his sound and his brand evolve over the years. Oh, shit. Because like, you know, even just a year ago, he was sending in stuff that had like hyper pop influence to it, but it wasn't full on hyper pop. But now it just keeps going deeper and deeper down that road.
Stay away. I'm up in the woods and the shadows felt like I feel great. Money coming big, right? So it's like the cave, at the cave.
Oh shit.
Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, you me came in between mine. And they speed by with the peace. Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, you me came in between mine. I had enough. We been dodgy.
I guess, and this might come down to the style. It's a bit like I don't know where the chorus is. You know, it just kind of, it has a start and an end, and it seems like kind of like a line from the start to the end. It doesn't really seem like it's going up and going down and repeating certain sections. That would be maybe my main concern.
Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, your me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace signs. I can't believe my one more time. Please believe you're gonna see why. In a dream, your me came in between mine. As they speed by with the peace.
Mix and master sounds great. You know, it's got that kind of dirty kick drum distortion happening, but yeah, it's meant to sound like that, right?
With the peace signs, I can't believe I had it till I stack out. Where am I? Had enough. We been dodgy just to run. See your faces in the hallway, gotta run.
But yeah, my biggest thought is somehow carve a chorus out of it. Whether it's like bring in this bah, like some sustained sounds or something. Just carve out a chorus so that we know where the chorus is and that we can get that stuck in our head. Besides that, it's super dope and very cool and great. It sounds great. All right, moving on. We got Ice Gab. I still don't know how to say your name. I hope that's kind of right. Doom Thing, maybe. I don't know. Okay, the guitars are so loud that the drums don't even have a chance of cutting through. Like, I can't even hear the drums. I can kind of hear a faint whisper of a snare. That's about it. Yeah, I think just the guitars down and let the drums cut through. Yeah, honestly, dude, like this is very cool, very heavy. I love the vibe of it, but the guitars are just drowning out any sort of drums, any sort of beat, and that makes it sound very not well mixed. Like, it doesn't sound weak per se, but it would sound so much heavier if like the drums were cutting through the guitar, the wall of sound that the guitar is doing. It kind of reminds me of Escape from Tarkov, like the music in Escape from Tarkov. It's very cool. Turn the guitars down, get the drums cutting through. That is the biggest, that's the biggest note that I have. I know, and I do agree with Rayham that the synth on top is a bit random. I thought that too, but then the more I listened to it, I was like, it kind of works. It's creepy and spooky. But yeah, it's mostly the fact that I can't hear any drums cutting through the guitars. So do that. Cool. Thanks for sending. Moving on. We got Multi-Fox Pixels. This has like the silliest call and responses I've ever heard. I love it. I would say for this main synth that you're doing, get rid of the glide, the way it kind of the pitch at the start of the note. Get rid of that and try doing like a PWM kind of sound instead of just like a straight square wave. I think that will make it sound more chiptune and less cheesy. Those two things combined, like. Try getting rid of the glide or glissando or whatever the hell else could go like the pitch go that. Get rid of that and then try like instead of let's see. Instead of a square wave, basic shapes like this, make it a PWM. And make the PWM kind of moving around to give it that like chiptune kind of vibe. And I think that would sound better, in my opinion. And some of your call and responses are maybe a little too silly. Like that, those notes are not in the scale. They don't belong in the scale. So I don't know. Maybe that's what you're going after. And if that's the case, then I'll go fuck myself. But it just sounds a little too cheesy or too wonky or too silly. Like, it's very silly. I like it. Goofy call and response. I do like it. It's a fun track. This is me playing, by the way. Yeah, haha. Some of those little fill things, I don't know, they might be a bit cheesy. Anyway, biggest thing, I want you to try the PWM. I don't know what you're playing for chords, but yes, I can read the chat. Hello, I'm reading the chat. I'm assuming you're going to ask how to send in a track for for review, and you go to my Discord server, discord.gg/FWLR music, FWLR music. It's at the bottom of the screen. All right, we're getting down there. Let's check out Nemkai 3-Style School Assignment new version. All right, here we go. Oh, I hit the spacebar button. Yeah, this is sick. I mean, I don't really have any bad thoughts about it. I think it sounds great. It sounds like you were very inspired by Girl in the Fire by Pendulum, I think it's called. And that's cool. I like that. Yeah, it's a dope track. It's super fun. You know, just looking at it, you could probably squeeze a little bit more loudness out of it. Just, you know. Yeah, a couple dB. You could get a couple dB out of it for free. I do that. But besides that, it's dope and fun, and I enjoyed it. I think your name was Enrique from YouTube. The way it works is I will review any song posted after like 4 o'clock today next week. So I'll review yours next week if you just submitted it. Okay, we got Nizdo Vision. Okay, Nemkai, sorry to interrupt. Nemkai, go check out Girl in the Fire, and then you'll see why I thought that was your reference. Okay, so far the arrangement's a little confusing. This part is sick, but like it took us a minute to get there, and we kind of went through this big long build up to get to this, then it broke down, then another build up. I just think it's a little unnecessary, you know? You know, like this would probably work better in my opinion. And if you want to get a little bit into more sections like what was going on over there, maybe you do it in the breakdown. But like I was not expecting this to happen. So maybe get to that a little bit quicker in a little bit more of a rampy kind of thing. Like getting, you know, starting here, moving to there. Okay, let's listen to the second drop. Yeah, it's a dope track. I think the arrangement is just a bit wonky in my opinion. I think like this first bit is a little redundant. It kind of, I don't know. It's just a little bit, it kind of is like it teases us and lets us down, then teases us again. And I think getting into it a bit quicker, like this sort of thing, and then maybe elaborating on the drops just a little bit more. Because they're sick. The drops are sick and sound great. But yeah, otherwise, sounds cool. I like it. All right, we're getting down there. We got Overdose and Castatantan, Asteroid Illusion. Oh my God, we got a threesome. This is very, I think the sidechain is a bit not right. The sidechain is a bit deep or something. Like what you're trying to do is hit that balance of kick and then have the music dip down just enough for the kick to punch through and then come back up. Right now I'm hearing the sidechain. It's sucking the energy out more than the kick is replacing, if that makes sense. Like you're pulling amplitude out with the sidechain, but you're not replacing it with the kick quite enough. And then also you've got a lot of ideas going, a lot of cool ideas, but a lot of ideas. And they're kind of maybe a bit all over the place. I don't know. It's a cool whip. The biggest thing I would do, first of all, is to sort out the side chaining because it feels a little bit weird. And then keep writing it, you know? Don't get too hung up on the drops. Write the track. Okay, I think that's it. And we got one more. Ridgestone, I don't know how to say that. Hey Fowler, today I've got new ideas. Should I try to complete it? Well, shouldn't ask me whether you should complete it, but I think you should complete it. Let's go.
Was left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep.
Kadia, maybe it might fix the side chaining, but there was just something. I think the side chaining was maybe too deep and maybe too long of a release. That's what I think.
Was left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep. I'm dreaming of paradise, but I'm not. Was left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep. I'm dreaming of paradise, but I'm not asleep. Was left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep. I'm dreaming of paradise, but I'm not asleep. Was left to my own devices, and now I'm in deep. I'm dreaming of paradise, but I'm not asleep.
This is very dreamy. It's very cool. I think the vocals should maybe come up a bit. This part is so cool though.
Left to my own devices.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I definitely think you should keep going on it. I think aim for this section, break us down and build us back up to this section again, and use this as like your main like chorus or drop. Maybe like a melody or something in there. I'm not quite sure, but it's very cool. At some point, it might be nice to shift down to a different chord or something, right? Because you're kind of sticking at that same chord for long periods of time. So maybe going down and like getting away from that and then coming back to it might be nice. Because I do find if we listen to the whole track and I skim through it, it's all the same chord. So maybe like, you know, I don't know what chord you're playing. Let's see. I can't even tell what chord you're playing because it's so fucking jazzy. I don't have the musical fortitude to decode that. But yeah, I think like investigating some different chord changes, maybe having it a bit more complex when it comes to the chord progression. I think that might alleviate some of. I'm not sure if you're having struggles continuing with this, but I would sketch out the arrangement. You know, get back to this section here. Get back to the drop section somehow. And if you kind of rough out an arrangement, you know, bring this over, maybe this goes here. Maybe all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, I don't really need this. You know, maybe this goes here, this doubles up. Then we have like an outro section, and now you have a song. And then it's just a matter of, how long is this? Yeah, it's like 3.5 minutes. XLR cable is loose. Oh, God. Is that better? I heard it click. I don't know. I'm having all kinds of technical issues. I think I might actually start streaming from my house because I have good internet there. And this is becoming an issue, the internet problems. I mean, the loose XLR cable was my fault for sure. But anyway, thanks for sending. That was cool. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate it, and I enjoy listening to what you have been up to every week now for quite a while. I don't know how many weeks we've been doing this. Let me see. I'm curious. 35 weeks. We've almost been doing this for an entire year. So I am continuously trying to improve this and add more value. It's a green screen, a photo of the studio. I think I'm just gonna have to start streaming from my house with headphones, which is fine. I mean, I can do just as good of a job at listening with headphones. I've worked off of headphones for a long time. So I think that's probably gonna be what I'm going to do. And that sentence was great. All right. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I love you very much.